Hello and welcome to the channel. This is the channel that's dedicated to the Nothing to Something podcast. The Nothing to Something podcast is dedicated to real people telling real stories about their real struggles on their way to real success. Outside of the podcast, you can expect weekly episodes outlining tips and tricks, ways to get ahead and things you can implement into your daily life to give you a better chance of achieving success in the future. So who am I? Why me? Why the topic? Why the podcast? Now there's a very long-winded version of this. However, I'll keep it short and sweet. Mark McLaren, pushing 40, Manchester born and bred. Born in Manchester in the 80s, grew up in Manchester in the 90s, adolescence going into the early 2000s. Back then, Manchester was dubbed Gunchester and was the gang capital of the UK. I've been around a lot, done a lot, seen a lot, got the t-shirt. Wouldn't change a thing, a lot of life lessons learned. However, it took me longer than most to grow up. I was probably well into my 20s before I turned into what I class as anything like an adult. At that point, when I eventually grew up, I became obsessed with becoming the best possible version of me. I put myself through a hell of a lot of education. On the wall back there, I've got diplomas in psychology, let me think, clinical psychology, leadership coaching and mentoring, depression counselling, public speaking. I'm sure there's a few more. Anyway, you get the gist. As you can probably tell by now, I am obsessed with becoming the best possible version of myself and helping other people do the same. As I eventually got to that point where I got my together, I dropped into the leisure industry as a personal trainer. After many years as a successful PT supporting clients in achieving their goals and dreams, I moved into leisure management while also running a side business in development coaching, helping people achieve success outside of the gym environment. So here we are. All of the above has culminated in this channel, this podcast, this point in time. Hopefully you guys will take a lot from this podcast, but this is also going to support me massively, as this is going to be my accountability partner. To enable me to be able to put out this content on a regular basis, I'm going to have to be reading the right books, listening to the right content, and having the right conversations, to say the least. So please guys, subscribe, stay close to the channel. We're going to get ahead together. Nothing to something. Watch this space.